In a small sports shop, surrounded by shining trophies and neatly stacked jerseys, sat a soccer ball named Rico. Unlike the pristine, high-end balls on the top shelf, Rico was an ordinary practice ball, no fancy design, no special coating, just a simple black and white pattern. Other balls in the shop boasted of their quality. The match balls bragged about being used in championships, while the designer balls claimed they were only for elite players. Rico had no such glory. He was made for training, for drills, for the endless repetition of kicks and passes. One day, a young boy named Mateo entered the shop. He had saved up his allowance for months to buy a soccer ball of his own, but his budget was small. After scanning the rows of expensive balls, his eyes landed on Rico. He picked him up, tested his weight, and smiled. "I'll take this one," Mateo said. Rico was excited. He had finally been chosen. But the excitement quickly turned into hardship. Mateo practiced tirelessly, and that meant Rico was constantly kicked, thrown, and bounced against rough pavement. He was dribbled through muddy fields, struck hard against goalposts, and left outside in the rain. The fancier match balls were used only on special occasions, kept clean and polished, but Rico? He was used every day. The other balls whispered among themselves. "He won't last long," one of them sneered. "Practice balls like him wear out fast." Rico began to worry. He could feel his stitching loosening, his surface scuffing. Some of his once smooth patches were now scraped and dirty. But he didn't complain. If Mateo worked hard, Rico would work just as hard. Day after day, Mateo practiced. His passes became sharper, his dribbles more precise, his shots more powerful. Every mistake, he corrected. Every weakness, he strengthened. Rico was there for all of it, rolling tirelessly beneath Mateo's feet, taking every strike, absorbing every kick, never stopping. One afternoon, Mateo arrived home with an excited grin. "I made the team, Rico," he said, kicking the ball into the air and catching it. All those hours of practice finally paid off. Rico swelled with pride. He had been part of this journey. But his body was wearing down. His seams had started to fray, his leather was peeling. He wasn't as firm as before. He had given everything he had. Then came the day of Mateo's first big match. His team gathered on the field, and the referee brought out the official game ball, a brand new, gleaming sphere with flawless stitching. Rico watched from the sidelines, knowing he wasn't needed. As the game began, Mateo played brilliantly. He dribbled past defenders, passed with precision, and took every opportunity to score. The practice had paid off. But then, in the final moments of the match, the game ball was struck too hard and went flying over the fence. The referee frowned, looking for a replacement. Mateo ran to his bag, pulled out Rico, and held him up. "We can use this." The referee hesitated but nodded. Rico was tossed onto the field. The moment he hit the grass, he felt it, this was his chance. He had trained with Mateo for months, endured every practice, every kick, every challenge. He knew Mateo's style, his rhythm, his power. Mateo received the ball, dribbled past one defender, then another. Rico moved as if he were part of him, responding to every touch. And then, with seconds left, Mateo took the final shot. The stadium held its breath. The net rippled. The crowd erupted. Goal! Mateo's teammates lifted him in celebration, and in that moment, Rico knew, he had done his job. He had started as just a simple practice ball, but through perseverance, he had become part of something greater. When the game ended, Mateo didn't leave Rico behind. He picked him up, dusted him off, and smiled. "We did it," he whispered. "Greatness isn't about being the best from the start. It's about enduring, improving, and never giving up, because hard work always finds its moment to shine."